It's going to be really stupid.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to be dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sure, now the dogs are out. Great.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. God damn it. You know, every time I start my podcast, the wife has to put the dogs out.
She knows.
Every time I do a podcast, the dogs are out. E-Dog, you want to do a podcast?
Yes, sir.
It's going to be really stupid.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to be dumb.
Mm-hmm.
You sure you're up for this?
Yep.
We got Lance Romance coming on.
Goddamn right.
Going to get crazy.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to do a podcast in 3, 2, 1. Put your helmets on, folks. It's the Big Daddy Road Show. And we are not playing Shit's About to Go Ballistic. If you got kids in the room, get them out of the room. Lance Romance is back. Lance, how you doing?
Winky.
That's great.
Yes, Winky.
We are drinking pickle juice tonight, folks. So we're on the launch pad, and we are about to take off. We got all kinds of things to talk about tonight. And
Winky.
E-Dog's back.
Yep.
I figured, just for some comedic levity, we'll have me and E-Dog sparring with Mr. Lance Romance. Let's get rid of the music, and let's do this. Lance,
right.
Welcome back to the show.
Hello, world. How we doing out there?
How long has it been since you were, how many months?
3 or 4 months.
What have you been doing?
Everything.
And you say you got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah.
So certainly you, this music doesn't want to go away. Let's just get rid of it. You know what I do? I just get so annoyed with this soundboard. I'm getting a new soundboard for
We got to do
Christmas.
something different. Yeah.
Smash it. I got a
Gonna
hammer over there.
Slayer.
I'm going to get the coolest soundboard on the planet soon. The show's getting crazy. We have over 10,000 listeners. I can verify it. The downloads are going crazy. I want to thank everybody for listening to the Big Daddy Road Show. If you're in the armed services, or certainly if you're a good policewoman or policeman out there doing the incredible jobs, especially over the holidays. You know who else needs a shout out? Nurses, doctors, people who are going to be working during the holidays. But thank you for doing what you're doing. Thanks for sharing the show. You were telling me, Lance, that at your workplace, you don't have to say the name, but what's the word on the street with the Big Daddy Road Show, and that you were coming on this show?
People are asking me. They're like, "What is this all about?" I put the cards up. Like, there's different grocery store shops and places that I'm posting these things at.
Yeah.
But,
But the word's getting out.
Well, and I'm on Facebook here and there. I took a little hiatus. I needed to get
That's
my
right. You
head
did.
back together.
And we forgive you.
I had to do it. I absolutely had to do it. The whole head up to the election and all this blah, 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 boom, bang, boom, bang.
I saw on Facebook you were melting a little bit.
Yeah, man, and then it got into the nerve of my family. It got just pulled right the hell in.
Now, that's interesting. Let's
and my
talk
family
about that.
started warning about it, and I'm like, I'm not cool with that.
Your family you're so passionate about what you study,
Absolutely.
going down all these rabbit holes, right? That your family is concerned for your health.
No, well, to a point, and there was some that stretched out to that end of it because they're concerned. They're like, you're tapping into sacred ground. Like, you need to be careful about what you're saying out there.
They're worried about you.
Well, and then there's a few others that are completely on the opposite political side mentally than what I am. And
so you're telling me you have family members
some
that
resistance,
are far left.
Yeah, exactly. Some
But some might say you're far right.
Well, and I'm not. I attacked the Bushes all the way back. I mean, crying out loud, as long as I've been on Facebook, I went off against the Bushes.
You're not
and ties to
independent,
all that.
though.
No, there's a belief out there, and it's forthcoming, and a lot of people are starting to see it, and it's very patriotic. It's right down home, and it is about saving this damn country from these damn globalists who've got their hands involved in everything.
But I got to play the other side of that card. E-Dog. Hey, buddy.
What's up?
You were running for that crazy hair guy. What was his name?
Bernie.
Yeah,
I was all
So
about
it's
him.
really weird. We got a weird dichotomy on the show tonight.
No, right.
But yet,
right.
I don't think he's going to, we don't disagree with everything you say.
Right, absolutely.
There's a lot of shit I totally dig. I'm
People
not sure
got
about the
sick of it.
Winky. I'm not sure about the Winky.
The Winky.
I mean, there is a chance. Let's be clear
There's
with
something.
the audience. Let's be clear with the audience what you're trying to be silly about.
There's okay.
You're saying that Michelle Obama has a...
She's a twink. She's
Too
many
Just
pictures.
say it. You think she's got a pee-pee. You think she's got a pee-pee.
When I never even knew of her until Barack
E-Dog had an interesting thought of what that might have been in that photograph.
And then all these freaking pictures come out, and they come out again. And
maybe
again.
The First Lady just doesn't get enough love.
Yeah, there's photoshopping here, and there's photoshopping there, but there's this historical value going way back to when he was first elected, that he owned gay brothels in Chicago.
No way. Did he?
And his name was Barry Soetoro. His dad was Frank Marshall Davis, who was a hardcore communist. I mean, there's levels of unbelievable things that you can go down the rabbit hole with that alone.
Yeah.
For weeks.
Yeah, but Harold, stop.
And there's people that wrote books about it. There's people that knew him. There's people that and just 5 aliases. I mean,
but maybe they didn't like him.
Like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
So you're still now you're going to light their fire where you think he's
there's
still
just
a
too much
Muslim.
shit. Here's my problem with it.
I don't know how we got into this. I want to know about our Winky.
Wait, now, okay. So there's all this. You go back and you look at Reagan, and people knew who he was because he was an actor.
Reagan had a vagina, by the way. He had a vagina.
You never know.
Yeah,
he did.
But we all knew about certain points in time before
people
these
didn't know about
hit.
his vagina. Nobody knew about Reagan's vagina. You just heard it here on the first time ever on Big Daddy Roadshow.
He had a vagina.
He had a vagina. It's been. I didn't document this. I didn't check it on because we're going to talk about fake news later on the show.
So Joan Rivers comes out and blows this whole thing.
She was the one that started the whole Winky thing.
No, it was long before that.
Winky-gate was before
Winky-gate started when Barack took office. There was pictures floating. Winky-gate.
That started on the Roadshow.
There was pictures floating. Anyway, right off the gate, come on,
what?
America, just say it. Now you're being there. You're being there.
Racist.
You're being racist. You're being blah, blah, blah. No, I'm being fucking real, man.
Wow, he's on the mic like hardcore.
Okay, so she has shoulders like a linebacker.
All right, now that's hurtful. That's a lady.
She's got shoulders like a linebacker.
All right, that's hurtful.
She has shoulders like a linebacker.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on.
What if it's
and now there's all these other pictures?
But what if we're going to talk about fake news? What if somebody made a picture?
I'm going to say it. I'll put it out there. Maybe she has adult diapers on. I don't know, but there's numerous pictures of her with a little lump package going on down there.
Could that be Photoshop just from somebody who hates the Obamas?
Well, when there's so many different shots coming out, and it continues to not go away, and Joan Rivers brings it out and ends up dead a week later.
Let's take it to E-Dog. And
that's kind of interesting to me. Because
what do you think it could be? All these...
maybe it could be like a bladder bag. I don't fucking know,
maybe
dude.
She's got a bladder bag.
Maybe she got a bad bladder. She's got a shit bag.
I don't know if they're. I mean, who knows? God only what pills that we take these days from Big Pharma. Maybe there's something she's taken that enlarged her clitoris. I don't know.
Maybe she has an enlarged appendix.
It could be
sticking out of her belly.
But if you take a look at her and you really take a look at the kids and you look at the kids and look at her,
here we go, the poor kids.
And you look at Obama, they don't look anything like either one of them.
Cute.
They don't look anything like either one of them.
You were making E-Dog
it's a
nervous.
front. It is a complete fucking
I'm not nervous.
front.
I'm good. I'm good to go.
All right.
Here's my problem with it. Regardless if she's a transgender or not. Or it. Or what I don't even know what you call those type of people.
I'm going to get hate mail.
Do you lead it as a he or do you lead it as a she? I don't get it.
Okay, we get it. You're not an
whatever.
Obama fan.
I'm not trying to be
like Obama.
Whatever. If you don't know your sexuality, then I'm sorry, and maybe someday you will. And I
it's
hope
interesting
that you do.
You say that.
I'm looking at it as okay. Whatever she actually or it actually is. Okay. There's a question there.
And the question is?
My problem is that when there's so many other people that are in the scope, in the circle, they've been around these people, they've called them out, they've said, there's numerous people that have been around Barry and have known his connections to gay brothels in Chicago. This stuff's been out there. This stuff's been out there even before he took presidency.
But how does a person like that
get to my problem is
make it to the number one seat?
It's not the fact that it's not the fact of whether or not it is a transgender person that is with him. It's, okay, there's a question there. Why don't you address it?
Yeah.
There's too many people that has brought this thing up.
Yeah.
And my problem is this hidden identity thing that just continues to go on and on and on and on.
Well, here's the thing.
If you look at his book and you read his book about, how he was brought up and blah blah blah, he cockholds Frank Marshall Davis.
Wait a minute, you didn't just say that.
Fuck yeah, man. He tells He tells it right in his book. He is cockholding Frank Marshall Davis as somebody that is so damn important to him And when you look at a picture of Frank Marshall Davis and you look at a picture of Barack Hussein Obama or Barry Soetoro, which is one of his aliases, which we don't even know if it's his true name, whatever his damn true name is, you look at those two pictures, they look alike. That's his damn dad. Frank Marshall Davis is Barack Obama's dad. And if you look into that guy's history, he is a hardcore communist.
Okay, everybody needs to calm down.
I'm calm.
Okay, Big Daddy's got to take the reins on this show. I'm going to start to slap people if they don't stop. I know you're passionate about this. Okay, I'm going to put this out there. This is a show.
Yeah.
I have guests on the show, people.
Love you, buddy.
Thank you. I let people speak because I'm a big believer in freedom of speech. Am I convinced that our First Lady, who I respect the seat of the presidency. I don't hate everything about the Obamas, and that's me. But I disagree with a lot of their shit. I do. That's just the way it goes. You'll chime in there.
Yeah. Obama apparently ended a war, and guess what? Arizona iced tea is still 99 cents to this day. So I got to show him some motherfucking respect because I love Arizona iced tea. He's the real MVP in my books. Props to Obama, man. Props to Obama.
Thank you.
Even if his wife has a dick, I don't care. Props to him, her too.
Wait a second.
Still get the tea. Yeah.
Okay, but what I'm trying, and I don't want to. We got to get off this subject,
right.
Okay? Because I don't think anybody's ever going to prove.
Might be the secret Kool-Aid.
Unless they need, because I hear they're coming out of office. They're going to be some of the richest people. They're going to write books. Who knows? Maybe you'll see somebody in Playgirl or Playboy, and it'll all get proven. And the gay clubs and all that. I don't know. I don't have the answers because we're going to talk today about fake news, and nobody knows what's coming at them. Facebook.
That's what I'm saying.
You're up at 3:00 in the morning.
That's my
You hear
point.
this girl's got a penis. You hear this guy's a gay. You hear this guy coming in
opening.
is going to take over the world, and he's going to be like
Perfect.
Mr. Freeze on that old Christmas show. Trump's supposed to be this big evil guy. He's going to be so hurtful and hateful and build walls, and he's going to start murdering people like Hitler. And the poor guy hasn't even taken office yet.
Right.
No.
Everybody needs to take a chill pill.
Absolutely. Amen. That's where I'm going with
But
this.
that's what I'm trying to say
Thank
with you. You need to calm down with the penis
No,
thing.
but that's
it
why-
could have been. What if it was something like maybe she had a medical condition?
Right, she
Like
might
my
have
back hurts. Maybe she has like a battery-operated thing that
Fucking
makes
A,
her
man. She
spine
might-
not hurt.
right, she might
and
have
you're
an
clocking
adult-
her for a penis.
She might have an adult diaper. You don't know.
E-Dog,
just saying,
E-Dog thought that maybe she had like she's not getting not enough McLovin in the White House because those presidents are busy playing golf and shit.
Yeah.
Maybe she's got
wait,
like
wait.
those women
Stop.
like those.
Stop right there.
Okay.
And then you say that, and then 3 weeks, Obama, these 3 weeks, Obama or Barry or whatever you want to damn call
I'm going to
him.
let you just get all the Obama hate off your chest.
He's in Hawaii, right?
right now-
Taking
that's where he
nice little-
lives. That's
taking
where he
a-
lives.
He's taking a vacation, right?
How many times has he flown to Hawaii?
$100 million of our tax money is supporting this.
God damn it! I
Yeah,
could have bought new
and
headsets with that.
$100
money.
million.
And when he's done doing what he's doing afterwards, he's going to get paid for all this shit yearly for
Yes,
being a
yes.
shitty president, I guess.
Why
and you
not?
know who pays it? We do.
We do.
Tax
Oh,
dollars.
man.
All of it.
I
All
didn't
of it.
realize
And
that.
we have to sit there and listen.
Wait a second. E-Dog's not paying taxes. Where do you pay taxes?
I'm saying
When
I was paying taxes, my money's going towards this guy. And when fucking Trump commits genocide, which it probably will happen, I could probably say I voted for Bernie, so I didn't partake in it.
Wait
That's
a
all
second.
I'm saying.
Now you're throwing the
I'm not.
the poor guy hasn't even taken office yet.
Yeah, but when he does, I agree with some of Trump's shit. Whatever.
What do
but,
you agree? Okay, let's get some of the Trump hate out. Let's go,
the
Bernie.
jobs he's going to bring back. That's.
Oh, you
great.
don't think that's going to happen?
No, it's going to happen.
Yeah,
I think
he wants to build
the,
bridges.
the wall and shit. That's,
What's so wrong about loving America, building, making it prettier? Do you realize, like Dubai, all these countries were gold. You know that they have so much of our gold, and I know Lance knows all this shit, like China and stuff. They have so much gold, right? And they're building their cities, and no shit.
moving
You
to
look
get
at our
more.
cities, and you go, yeah, that's a nice building. That's a nice building.
So
And then the
important.
rest of the city's like a shithole.
Yeah.
Like, Trump is coming in going, you know what? Let's rock our shit. We're the United States of America. Ba-boom.
Well, let's see what
I'm
happens.
saying give him a break. Give him a chance.
I am.
Where is Bernie now? Is he homeless?
No,
is
no,
is
no,
Bernie
no.
homeless
No,
now?
he's still
on a Bernie end, I've had several friends that were Bernie supporters that said actually they looked at going overboard and voting for Trump, but they couldn't, and I understand it. But at the same time, they looked at, okay, Hillary stole delegates from Bernie.
Oh, my God. That's the big thing about Hillary.
And it's known, and it was proven, and that was factual.
This is where Big Daddy gets real. Listen, left side.
So there is a divide.
The far left, the ones crying online every day, and they're screwing up my feed on Facebook. I read Facebook for entertainment. I don't want to be all political every day. We got a winner, okay? The Electoral College has she tried to win this election through Bernie. She boned Bernie.
Yeah, he
absolutely burned Bernie.
Nobody,
burned
even the Bernie fans like E-Dog didn't go. Nobody was crying. Oh my God, she screwed Bernie. Everybody kind of like took it on the. They just took it on the chin. Hey, guess what? Hillary's going to be the person. Then who they have that one? Who's the comedian girl that got up and she's like, you got to vote for Hillary. Who was her? Silverman.
Yeah.
She's very
Sarah
big
Silverman.
with that, right? Where are they now? And all the actors that said, "Oh, don't vote for Trump. He's never going to. Trump will never be president." And now, guess what? He's president. You know, my point is like we have winners and losers in America. When did we stop having winners and losers?
That's my problem with the whole damn thing.
Don't cry to me. It's like, don't cry for me, Argentina.
Right.
This isn't Argentina.
No.
This is the United States of America.
The good thing about it. The quiet divide.
This is a good show.
Yes, absolutely. The quiet divide between the Bernie camp and the Trump camp was that they're sick and tired of getting raked over the coals by this farcical thing that we still continue to somehow and for some goddamn reason call our fucking government, which is not.
What? Oh,
this thing's been captured. It was captured a long time ago.
Yeah,
give me an exact
We need to get over that fucking dream.
What date was that captured?
That was 1913.
Holy shit, you're going back.
Okay, so it is what it is. So you go forward all the way to this day, and the
fake
rape,
news
the
started in 1913.
pilfering. I mean, this parasitical fucking over the top sucking off this nation and the ability for us. And what's amazing to me is where we could actually be right now if it wasn't for the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, and the Saxe-Coburg-Gothas.
I love how you take those fuckers on.
Yeah.
I hate them.
Very hardcore.
I mean, I don't like to say hate. I was raised not to ever say that word. I have hate in my heart for these assholes.
There's a soft side to Lance Romance.
I absolutely hate them.
Okay.
Okay, so they fed off of us.
That Soros guy is pissing a lot
But they
of
fed
people
off of Germany. They fed off of Germany. They move around. Where are they feeding off of now? They went to China. They want to mop this place up. They want to shut us down. They want to make us a third world country, and that's exactly where we're heading.
That Soros guy pisses everybody off.
Absolutely.
If you ever get Big Daddy in a room with
And
Soros,
you never saw Bernie. There is no connections that I can find of Bernie Sanders to Soros. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
There's no connection with Bernie Sanders and Soros.
Financially, there's no connection.
Is there a connection with Soros and Trump?
No, absolutely not.
None.
Absolutely not.
So how are people not digging
So
this?
here's what's happening. They both created a wall to part the divide even deeper so that these Anglo-American fucking assholes land face on their fucking heads in the mud in between the part of the seas. Because this is what's happening to them, and they don't know what to do about it. Their mainstream media that they've controlled for how many goddamn years, the propaganda in our damn face, that's falling flat on their hand. I mean, they don't even know what to do right now.
Well,
everything that they're pitching out is coming right back at them tenfold, and they don't even know how to respond to it right now. It's a laughing stock. It is ridiculous right now.
Speaking of laughing stock, on the Facebook page, Big Daddy Roadshow fan club page, do a search for that. It's insanity. It's over 2,000 fans on there. They're so much fun. It's a lot lighter than the shit we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
As entertaining as this show is, and as real as this show is, today I posted a picture where I guess it was Aleppo, which until that one guy didn't know where Aleppo was, even Big Daddy didn't. And that's got to be one of the saddest. No, seriously, you're laughing.
He called himself a libertarian.
But the thing is like that's a sad situation.
You look like a Muppet from the Muppet Show. I mean, like I don't even think he had the comedic relief factor of that.
Aleppo is sad, though. Kids are getting hurt.
What was his name? Gary Johnson.
Yes, but...
What a freaking weirdo.
Today I saw a video where they were using the same music we used for our Johnny P. Rifkin commercial.
Yeah.
They were using Benny Hill.
Yeah.
And they showed a picture where a guy bombed a car. He walked in the car, put weapon or explosives in a car. He leaves the car, gets in a truck. The car blows up. Now they're taking video of this. I am assuming Muslim-type people run into the scene, fall down, pretend to be hurt, and they're playing Benny Hill music.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So the fake news we're talking about in this show, when we come back from a break, folks, we're going to talk about, Lance wants to get across how these elites are controlling the news with fake news.
They are.
And everybody knows it now.
But here's the deal.
Their cover's blown.
But it's coming from both sides.
It's fucking hilarious.
Everybody's coming at you. Like, you gotta, when you open up Facebook and you're like, holy shit, look at this. Look what happened. Wait, is that real? I don't know. Google it. Can you Google it? What can you trust?
You can't Google
it. It gets worse.
How do you get the truth?
It gets worse.
You know how you get the truth? On the Big Daddy Roadshow.
Yeah.
You want the truth? We're going to give you the truth.
Before you go to the break,
can't handle the truth.
Right. And like before you go to break, I got to say this. Once upon a time, we all went to the grocery stores and we lined up in the lines to cash out, blah, 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 blah. And you saw all these pamphlets, Inquirer, blah, 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 this and that and the other thing, The Sun, da, 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 da. And you saw Bigfoot from Mars and shit like that. And then all of a sudden, the Inquirer, what was it, Carol Burnett? Sued the fuck out of them.
Right.
And all of a sudden, they snapped in line. And from that point on, whether people realize or not, the Inquirer's been doing some pretty damn heavy covering of some major news. But if you go back,
are you saying they were being legitimate news sources?
No, they're being legitimate because they can't afford the financial backlash of being sued again. So now they have to be straight line, and they have been. And some of the stuff that they're coming up with is, people are pointing all their fingers to Alex Jones and saying he is the fake news prophet. Well, if you look at some of the stuff the Inquirer is putting out, it even trumps some of the stuff that Alex is even talking about at this point. And if you start looking at, and here's my factor, people breeze through things. I don't know if they speed read or they just don't interpret things the way we do. If you look at certain factors as you're skimming those little pamphlets, there's names, there's things that are brought out, there's class acts, there's all kinds of different court sessions. They call out documents that you can go online and check out yourself. They're out there, folks. You're missing a lot of shit, and they hope that you do.
But that's the problem. The average Joe working 8, 10, 12, 16 hours. I was talking
they can't do it.
I was talking to a dude that he's got family in Mexico. You know Big Daddy loves everybody that's not a douchebag. I don't give a shit where you're from on the planet, but if you're an asshole, hit the bricks. I have no time for you.
Right.
Talk to the hand.
Right.
I'm talking to this dude who's I go into Johnny Rockets all the time. I'm a big casino guy. I do the gambling.
They got good burgers. I got to say that.
Oh, my God.
I don't eat that shit anymore, but they got
and
good
they
burgers.
love Big Daddy. When Big Daddy walks in, E-Dog, tell them what they do. They go ape shit.
Johnny Rockets love.
The whole damn room goes nuts. Hey, Big Daddy. Last night, the ropes were closed, right? You know how you go to a line, you get in line, and you can't go in no more because they put the velvet rope. Yeah. They still sell the burgers for you could order them to go. They let Big Daddy pass the velvet ropes last night, and I get to eat at the bar after hours.
That's awesome.
How does it get better than that?
The name's getting out there, buddy.
That's
love.
Taking the world one step at a time.
I'm going to just say this. Johnny Rockets is responsible for at least 3 sizes of my pants size.
Well, Johnny Rockets could be rocketing us up off into outer space.
We're going to go in outer space on the next set of the Big Daddy Road Show. Thanks for listening. If you're into this stuff, let's hear it on the fan page. Lance Romance will come. If you ask him questions on the Big Daddy Road Show Facebook fan group page.
Get out there, man. Challenge his shit.
Yeah. If he's saying something, you got something else to say, you don't like where he's coming from with the Winky thing, hit him up on the fan page. E-Dog is in the middle. He still likes Bernie.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I'm pretty sure you jerked that man off if he was in this room right now.
I probably would.
I swear to God.
Spit on my hand and
wow.
Go right to town.
Thank God he didn't win.
Oh, wow.
We'd have to have a poster in here for E-Dog.
Yep. I already got his T-shirt.
E-Dog will be the first.
I was a little concerned. You two are so passionate and so pumped for this show.
Absolutely.
We had a couple things where we were talking over each other, but overall, we got it. We have a little special paper where I keep tapping it.
See,
E-Dog wrote this. It says, we're talking over each other.
But see, this is how this is supposed to work. When intellectual minds meet together, this is how this is supposed to work. Not you're a misogynist, or no, you're racist, or no, I need my little coloring book.
Or your safe space. There's no safe space. In a free world,
it's... Get over yourselves.
You know, I saw the CNN person. Let's end with this before we go to break. They had a CNN thing on Facebook. Is this fake news, really quick?
Probably.
It was an anchor woman, which I don't watch the news. I don't watch TV. I stopped watching TV about 7 years ago. I will catch the news if I'm going through. My wife watches all that shit still.
Talking points.
She was doing one of these, was it TSA at the airport? TSA?
Grab your Fudelschnitz.
Right. So she was doing this
as
a
through
news
a microwave.
Piece. She was doing a news piece about this. Now, we've been doing these searches and stuff since 9/11. If you want to fly safely, E-Dog, by the way, does not like to fly.
No.
So he's not going to like that whole pat down. But the thing is, the reason why they're doing that is to keep the people with the bomb shoes and all that stuff. There's a reason. You think people want to grope you?
It's called dominance.
Do you really think, though, the people doing that job, they want to touch your junk?
No, they don't know. They don't understand it.
Okay, so you're saying it's not
psychologically,
even about,
I understand
it's not even about protecting people.
No.
No. Okay, that's all. Okay, so I'm all wrong here. But anyway, the CNN piece, which could be fake news on CNN, they had this beautiful girl getting a pat down. She was certainly from the left view, and she was crying about it. She's like, oh my God, she felt so offended. Now, when they touch your cooter area, they do it with the back of their hand. There's no groping. There's no grabbing. To me, I don't know. You're not going to, that'll be a whole other show where you can prove to me that whole thing is
I got my balls grabbed.
But that's there to protect people. If you're flying across country, you'd like to get to Vegas without the plane shattering into 8 million pieces.
Yeah, well, how are you going to stop the plane from crashing into the side of a fucking mountain?
Right. There's other ways to do that.
So that's my whole big deal.
E-Dog does not get how many flights take off every day. And it's safer to be in a plane than it is in my Mercury Sable.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Statistically, the percentages do prove that. But I don't want to go through dominance training trying to board a plane.
But the thing is there are bad people out there
because they were let here.
Yes, but the thing is that but they're still, but it doesn't matter. They can get here from other countries. If you can't have it both ways. Either Soros and these people are paying these bad guys to blow shit up, or they're not. If they are, somebody like funding. Trump has to
cut the funding.
Yeah, but they got to make maneuvers to protect the average American citizen.
Cut the funding. Like I do. Cut the funding. The funding's coming right out of the CIA. Cut the fucking funding. Splinter cell the fucking CIA, just like John F. Kennedy said. Funding goes away, bad guys go away.
Really? That's simple.
That's it.
That's simple. So we don't need any more good guys. They're taking their headsets off. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Big Daddy Road Show. It's time to take a break. This is getting heavy. We have only just begun. When we come back, we talk about the fake news.
Yes.
You ready?
If you get your news from The View, I'll hunt you to fuck down and fuck you in the street. You heard it here first, baby.
Yeah. Wait a second. There will be no sex in the street from any participant on the Big Daddy Road.
I went a little too far.
That was insanity.
Sorry.
Jesus. Here we go. Take a break.
All right.